Helldiver 2 shooting mechanics are so bad, they want us to miss. Helldivers 2 is trying way too hard to make us miss our shots and being inaccurate as possible, and here's how. Now, even if you're moving your scope or reticle a little, essentially doing like a drag shot, things just don't line up like how they should. And I mean, the bullet spread is so slow. I mean, bullet speed is so slow. And you can really see this with the Deadeye weapon. I don't know if you guys have that, but the Deadeye weapon, you can really see it in that weapon, guys. And not only is it just that weapon, but pretty much all marksman rifles have bullet spread. Like that is just that is not right in any type of way. But for some reason they love their bullet spread because almost every single weapon in the game has some type of crazy bullet spread. And bullet spread is essentially a chance, like your first shot was basically gonna miss regardless, alright? So when it says like 20% bullet spread or 30% bullet spread, basically the first shot, imagine a circle. In that circle, your first couple shots can go anywhere in that circle. That's pretty much the best way to explain bullet spread for you right there. And most of the sniper weapons in the game have that problem because you can really tell they're just not the same anymore. And I mean, they feel weird. And I mean, the economics are just very, very bad. And I mean, like, the visual clutter on the first person scopes, bro, don't even get me started on that. I'm not gonna lie. It is insane the amount of distortion to the camera it brings. And it honestly does make me mad at times. But don't get me wrong, y'all. I do really love the weapon system in Helldivers 2. And pretty much every weapon in the game to me is like a fire weapon, bro. Like, I pretty much love how unique they make them. But the only problem I have is just the amount of effects they use for some of these weapons. It is honestly crazy, mind-boggling. And because of that, it makes most of the first person angles, you know, scoping in first person, buns. Like, it is just ass. But it gets crazier with like the Quasar's cannon and the laser cannon. Those things are really the worst things to use. I mean, the first person camera distortion is crazy. Like, you have to see this for yourself. And as you can see, the light gray circle inside of like the laser cannon literally serves no purpose. Like the Quasar's cannon and the laser cannon, that reticle serves literally jack shit purpose, guys. Because I mean, it's not even gonna go right there. Like, the actual reticle is where like that little gray circle is, not the big circle, the little one. And it's just pointless. Because I mean, like, you could be aiming, like you could literally be aiming, you could have your whole circle of the Quasar cannon onto an enemy, but like the gray circle is so hard to see at times, especially because the Quasar cannon makes everything bright as hell. It's almost impossible to see that gray circle. And also it moves, like it moves, like the circle, and then just without the Quasar cannon in general, just you having your gun out in general, aiming your the dot, your reticle will just go all over the place. You don't even have to be moving. You could be standing still aiming. It will just lock on to everything. You can't even turn this off. It's something to do with like aim assist, but it is really bad. If they could just remove that, that would honestly make the game a lot more better. Just by doing that, because like I actually want to be consistent with my shots. Like, when you're aiming with this gun, it's gonna go to the torso, it's gonna go to the head, it's gonna go to the body, it's gonna go all over the place, and you're not like really as accurate and as consistent as you would be if that wasn't in the game. You know what I mean? And I mean, trust me, I'm not just hating on the game. I mean, I get it. Weapon sway makes the game more challenging and realistic, and I understand that, but we don't need it to be like that crazy to that point. Like, think about this. There's other games like Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex. They have very realistic like weapon physics and like aiming and stuff, and there's no like significant impact to it like there is on Helldivers. Like, I'm using a sniper on Fortnite, bro. Of course it's not going to be easy for me to snipe somebody from 50 meters away or even 100 meters away. Of course, it's not going to be easy, but it's not. The bullet is actually going to go where my reticle is aimed at. You know what I mean? Like where I'm aiming, the bullet is going to go there at least. It's not going to go off to the side or like get like even in Call of Duty. Call of Duty is an even more realistic game than Fortnite. Like if you're aiming, yeah, of course your gun has recoil. You know, some of the guns have crazy recoil on Call of Duty. We're not gonna get into that, but it's still gonna shoot where I aim. It's gonna go up, but it's not gonna freaking have the bullet going all the way over there, all the way over there. You know what I mean? It's gonna go where I hit or up. You know what I mean? It's not gonna go to the side, nothing like that, and it still be very realistic and challenging on those other games. But side note, if you don't know, in that last patch, if you get hit, you break a limb and you cannot aim very well at all. Now that wouldn't be a problem if every bug type and enemy type, no matter what enemy level they are, one hit from them, they can break your limb with one hit now. Pretty much literally every enemy in the game, you get hit, they can break a limb. And just by doing that, guys, you would think it wouldn't even matter that much, but if you break your fucking leg in this game and you don't stem up and heal it, bro, your aim like significantly gets impacted. Like your movement should be more impacted than your fucking aim. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't be able to still be able to sprint and run with a fucking broken leg. But the aiming though, when I try to aim my gun, even though I can still run, my ass can't fucking hold that bitch steady. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on there, guys. We definitely need to get something going on. You know, hopefully in the next patch, they at least reduce the amount of weapon sway, at least the amount of weapon sway to the least most. And that's not even factoring the angle of bullet deflection, recoil, bullet speed, bullet drop, and the bullet count for ammo. We're not even talking about that because those also impact the way the gun shoots and your accuracy. You know what I mean? And I mean, it really doesn't make any sense for me for them to make the aiming so shit, but have a horde shooter. My only question is, why make it harder for folks that can't aim well to begin with, even harder for them to hit their shots? Because I mean, when the game first launched and like when we were first getting those new factions and stuff, the aiming was beautiful, bro. Like the weapons and everything was perfect, just how it was. Of course, there was some problems with some of the weapons. That's why they probably did that. But I mean, like, now you see why some people only use one gun. Like, some people are dedicated to just using one gun in this game because it's the aiming on these guns are just so different in like variation. Like, I can understand why people tend to only use one gun in this game. And due to that, that is why we see more people bringing out things that auto aim for them, which makes the game playable, reducing recoil, movement, angle deflection, all that. So like bringing a sentry in, that really helps. Or the guard dogs are really good. I've been actually using them a lot more. I haven't been using red beam stratagems lately. I've really just been using like backpacks, and I'll take a support weapon and then placement, probably some mines sometimes. It depends on what mission we're doing. But I rarely use red beam stratagems anymore. I don't know if you guys even care about that, but that's just something to factor into, because if you say you do have something that auto aims for you, you're automatically gonna be like you're gonna be doing a little bit more better. That's all I'm saying. But reducing recoil, removing angle deflection, and reducing weapon sway would help the game so much, guys. Like, it would make it way more fun. And don't get me wrong, I love the weapon system in the game. Like, it is probably one of the best weapon systems in any game that I've played. I mean, and I've played a lot of fucking games, y'all, but like the way they've incorporated like all the weapons, like the different weapons you can use. You can literally use a fucking fire weapon. You can use a fucking gas weapon. You can use a fucking ice weapon in this game. You have so many options of weapons in this game, which is why I love Helldivers. I mean, this is definitely one of my favorite games. I do play it a lot. But the only thing they need to do, if they just reduce those things right there, make it back to how they were, or just kind of like fix it to where you can actually aim in the game. Don't get me wrong. You can hit shots. All right. I'm not saying you're just gonna be pure ass wipe buns booty pecan booty out there. All right. You can definitely hit shots, and I do hit shots with these weapons a lot more than I miss them. But it is very irritating though, having to literally lock in like that to hit a simple shot that in reality shouldn't be that hard to hit in a video game like this. You know what I mean? Especially a horde shooter game. Like, I should be able to like just start spraying and praying. I should be able to just like the bullet should have a little. If they have aim assist obviously, so I should be able to. The bullet should have aim assist as well, not just my reticle. I shouldn't be able to automatically lock on to the guy. My bullet isn't gonna lock onto him as well. You know what I mean? But other than that, I hope all you guys have a blessed day, man. And stay safe out there. And peace out, everyone. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you like Helldivers. I do stream. Join the stream, man.